Give me that Job. Right? Give me that Job 36:9. It's like anything we do, our spirit bears witness that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today are the Israelites, man. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to teach you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that you are the Israelites, and God loves you, and only you. That's why we're here. Right? Like that brother earlier, man. That brother's spirit bears witness to this, man. Because in the scripture that says that oppression maketh a wise man mad. And that brother was mad. And guess what? I'm mad. Guess what? These brothers are mad. We mad as hell. Because we see our brothers and sisters being oppressed today. Right? Let me get that, King.
This is the book of Job, chapter 36, verse 9. Then he showeth them their work and their transgressions.
And their what?
And their transgressions.
That's what the Most High God is trying to show us, man. Our transgressions. Because everything in this world has a law but the black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Like that brother who was crying earlier when he heard this word. Right? Because he knows that he's an Israelite, but he can't understand why. Because his iniquities are covering him. But the Most High God says he's going to show us our iniquities. Alright? Read.
That they have exceeded. He openeth also their ear to discipline.
Their ear to what?
Their ear to discipline.
And that's what the blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians need today. Discipline. You know that, brother? Because today, that's not what we have. We don't have discipline today. That's why we're getting gunned down in the streets. That's why our children are being taken from us. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere in this world, there's discipline, there's a rule, there's an order, all right? There's an order in everything. But the blacks and Hispanics don't have any order. Give that brother a flyer, man.
I already gave him one.
Come on. So we as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we got no order. Then we wonder why we're getting gunned down in the streets. Then we wonder why our children are being taken from us, man. Right? Why? Because there's no discipline in us. We think that believing in God is a feeling, when it's not. Hold that. Give me believe, man. Give me Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 24. What does it mean to believe according to the Bible? Do you know, brother? Y'all brothers know what it means to believe according to the Bible. Is it a feeling? Es un sentimiento. Creyendo en Dios. Is it a feeling, believing in God? Do y'all know? I'm going to show you. Come. What does it mean to believe according to the Bible?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 24. He that believeth in the Lord, he that believeth.
He that what?
He that believeth.
This is what it means to believe according to the Bible. All right, read.
He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandments.
So for us to believe, we got to be doing the laws of God.
That's right.
That's what the Bible says. So for you to believe, it's not just a feeling. It's like, I love my wife, but it's a feeling. But I don't show her I love her. Like my children. I'm supposed to love my children, but how is it that I'm supposed to love them without showing them that I love them? So what makes you think that showing the Most High God love is just a feeling? It makes no sense. So for us to believe, we have to be doing the laws of God. That's what the Bible says, man. Believing is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim HaMashiach Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right, let's go back to Job. Let's read 9.
This is the book of Job, chapter 36, verse 9. Then he showeth them their work and their transgressions.
So the Most High God shows blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians their transgressions. which means going against the law, saying you don't believe in God because you ain't keeping the law. The laws of God are not done away with. The laws of God were taught by Jesus Christ, who in the Hebrew is a Mashiach Yahushua. Alright, read, King.
He openeth also their ear to discipline, and commanded that they return from iniquity.
And return from iniquity. Return from your evil ways, man. Return from what you have, what the Most High God told you to do. He wants to call you back. Right?
If they obey and serve Him.
So that's the one thing that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today don't do, is obey. We are set to another standard. Every other nation can do whatever the hell they want, but you black man, you Hispanic man, you are set to another standard. You are set to do the law of the Most High God. Like this world is in the state that it's in because you failed God.
That's right.
You wonder why we're getting killed and no justice, man. It's in the Bible. I can show it to you. I can show you where they say they killed us and there's no justice for us. Alright? I'll show you. Hold that. Give me Zephaniah, man. Zephaniah 11 and 5. Alright? And then you wonder why things are happening to us. Because we're not believing. Believing is doing. Not just a feeling. That's what God says. Alright?
It's already late. We going to patio. What is it?
Believing is doing. Well, guess what? I can show you in the scriptures where it says they gun us down, they kill us, and nothing happens to them.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Because believe it or not, the possessors slay us, kill us. Alright? See?
And hold themselves not guilty.
That's why a black man goes to jail for getting accused of raping a white woman, but then a white man doesn't go to jail for killing a black man. Because we don't keep the laws, because we do not believe in God. Right? Go back to Job.
This is the book of Job, chapter 36, verse 11. If they obey, and
They do what?
if they obey and serve Him, they shall spend their days in prosperity.
And that is the black man in prosperity today? No. Is the Hispanic man in prosperity today? No.
And their years in pleasures. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword.
They shall do what?
They shall perish by the sword.
That's why we getting gunned down and ain't nothing happening to them, man. Because we're going to perish by the sword. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15, man. I'm going to show you the biblical Israelites according to the Bible. We in the condition we in because we don't obey the laws of God. Christ is a black man according to the Bible. But when we look in the mirror, we see an oppressed man. When we think of God, we think of the white man. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So these curses are going to come upon us and overtake us. Right? because we didn't listen, and we till this day fail to listen to Yahweh. Bahashima Mashiach Yahawashi. We fail to do what God requires of us. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, well, I love God, I do what he tells me to do, and then do what you want to do. That's what we did here. And that's why the curses are upon us today. Alright? Drop that, man. Give me Hosea. 4:1. That's like give me Hosea 5:15. We think God is looking at us right now. That's a lie. Alright? He's not.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
So the Most High God says he's going to go and return to his place. Alright, read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Till they acknowledge their offense. We ain't acknowledge our offenses, man. We ain't doing what the Most High God is asking us to do. See, Jake loves to follow the heathens, man. He loves to go after the Eve, right? Right? The heathens paid us more attention than Jake. How many Jakes passed by us today, man? A bunch of them, man. We have more heathens responding to us. Why? Because they're the devil, man. Right? But we failed to reason. We failed the Most High God. So he returned to his place until we acknowledge our offense. What is our offense? Not doing what the Most High God asks us to do. Not obeying the voice of God. That's why. That's our offense. All right?
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 31. Then Jesus, to those Jews which believed on him,
with the Jews which believe on him, and the Jews are black according to the Bible. All right? They believed on him. All right, read.
if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed.
So if we don't continue in the word, we're not a disciple of God. We're not a disciple of his son. Right? Read.
And ye shall know the truth.
And you shall do what?
And ye shall know the truth.
You shall know the truth. Okay, read.
And the truth shall make you free.
The truth is going to what?
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth is going to make us free. All right? The truth is going to make us free. All right? Read.
They answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man.
And that's what we're saying today. Are we really in captivity? Yes, you are. You in captivity. And y'all don't even know it, man. All right? Give me Baruch. Give me Baruch 3 and 8.
I'll pray.
All right? Give me Baruch 3 and 8. Y'all think this is y'all free, man. When this country calls you a quarter of a man. All right? Good.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Yes, you are in captivity. Y'all don't even know it, man. Right? Y'all get Jake walking around like he's free. But then comes the white man and says, hey, you need to do this. Let me go do it. But then kills his own brother as a curse, man. Because we have an evil eye toward each other. That's what they were talking about when Christ was saying, turn the other cheek. Meaning if your brother harms you, turn the other cheek, man, forgive him. That's what he says. That's what he meant. However, right? He wants you to understand who your enemies are, man. All right. As a matter of fact, give me Luke chapter 1 and verse 67. All right. Who do we need saving from? Who? The Bible will tell us who we need saving from, man. Right? Jake thinks he's free, right? And he believes the pastor because the pastor said everybody loves everybody, but nobody loves him. The world hates us, and we still have to believe that we have to love the world. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 67. And his brother, Zacharias, was filled with the Holy Ghost.
Love him over there.
And prophesied, saying, Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Of Israel.
Really?
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
His people. All right. Read.
And hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies.
That we shall be saved from our enemies. The hell with our enemies, man. The enemies don't love us. The enemies hate us, man. The hell with our enemies, man. Alright? Go ahead, man.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
All that what?
And from the hand of all that hate us.
Well, guess what? When the white man put us in slavery, he also said he loved us. And guess what? Still put us in slavery. Still put us in slavery. Still put us in the condition that we in, man. So the hell with that love. I got the love of my people, man. Shit. Go ahead, man. So like, give me Acts 5 and 31. It's like start 29. Because Christ only came for the nation of Israel. He only died for the nation of Israel. So I don't care what a heathen says, man. He said he loved me, but he gets in my face. Why? Because the white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, man. Straight up. He want to say he loved me, but he get in my face. Why? Because they hate your guts. That's why. He want to get in my face and say he loved me. Where was God loves everyone in slavery? Where? Where was God love everyone when they were raping, robbing, and murdering our people? Where was God loved everyone, man?